As they say here in the Bayou, laissez la bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. The sun is shining, and they're ready for a Southeastern Conference showdown in Gainesville. In the swamp, the balls come calling. Subplots aplenty there. In the horseshoe, the Buckeyes will be short-handed today against dangerous Bowling Green. More on that coming up. And heartbroken in Columbus, the Wolfpack are thinking bounce back as Rivers and Company return to Raleigh in a rematch with Texas Tech. Great games all over the landscape as College Game Day breaks them down from Baton Rouge now.
Years finally here, game day with Bubba K. Ain't nowhere to hide, so just line it up and run the play. Everybody wants to be a winner in December, but first we gotta separate contenders from pretenders. Not so fast, my friend, tell them Corso. Our show is so superior to your show. ESPN, the king of college pigskin, 10 years and running for a flat towards another 10 to Davis. Lead the dogs down to the bayou to duke it out with Lane's crew. What could be a preview of the conference title game? And it's everything to lose. Occasion country conflict, Saturday in Baton Rouge.
Our defense played so sick.
Game Day is built by the Home Depot, proud sponsor of college football's premier pregame show.
It's part carnival, it's part cook-off at LSU. Every home football Saturday is like Mardi Gras. Spirits flowing, spirits boosted by high hopes in September. And this SEC showdown, they are rabid. And they are ready, and so are we. Chris Fowler, the Corso, Kirk Herbstreit, our buddy Rocket Ismail. He's homesick. He's under the weather. He missed something good. This is why we love going on the road. This is wonderful stuff.
Amazing.
This is a great day because not just this game. It's kind of tough to know where to put your focus today, Lee.
Well, you know, I'm really excited to watch the matchups between the Big Ten and the Pac-10 today. Why? Here's an interesting note. The Big Ten is 0-8 on the road against Pac-10 ranked teams. Ooh. Number 5, Michigan, at number 22, Oregon. Could be a problem.
Well, that'll be interesting to watch. You know, every week I always talk about kind of the David versus Goliath version of college football, and I'm going to do it again this week, and I'm going to get a little bit more specific and talk about one conference, the MAC. You know, the MAC has already knocked off 2 top 25 teams. Today they get a chance at 4 top 25 teams, a total of 6 teams from the BCS conferences. The MAC has an opportunity to, again, make a statement. They get excited about these opportunities. Big day today for the MAC.
We'll find out if you guys are calling for the upset a little bit later on.
Yeah.
We have 4 matchups today of top 25 versus top 25, including 2 in the SEC, of course, right here, and in the swamp in Gainesville. Heavyweights going toe-to-toe. It's kind of weird when the Vols and Gators are second fiddle. And despite 2 of the planet's loudest stadiums, the road teams won 3 straight in the series. On the road today, Miami and Michigan facing those major tests. Wolverines out west, Lee said it's been a graveyard for the Big Ten. Miami has had to narrowly escape at BC. And the heartbreak teams, NC State and company, can they bounce back, shaking off hangovers, salvaging seasons? That's a theme for today. Speaking of hangovers, this purple and gold crowd is eager to see if their Tigers can pass the first test of 2003. It's the last 2 champions of the SEC and the first meeting in 4 years. It is also a chance on a very big stage for LSU to show it's got the goods in 2003. They've hammered 3 opponents, 143-27. But this is Georgia, and the Bulldogs have already amazed us with their depth and their resilience. Once again, no playmaker Fred Gibson. He's at home. Tony Milton, top running back, won't play. Tight end Ben Watson won't play. But David Green makes his 29th start. He is 9-0 in hostile stadiums. Mark Richt has the same record. And these LSU folks, listen, the crowd is not going to beat Georgia. The last 14 games, LSU's played a top 10 opponent in here. They are 2-12. The team will have to win the game. The crowd can't do it. Wow.
Oh, we'll see, though. We'll see. I'm very interested to watch and see how the LSU team and fans react to this quote by Coach Mark Richt. He said there's only one Death Valley, and it's in Clemson, South Carolina. Ooh. Yeah. Well, I want to see if the LSU players, I want to see if these fans got any pride in their Death Valley.
You're already laying the groundwork for this pick later in the show. Well, one of the reasons LSU's excited about this season, this game, not just the great fans, but also the development of their quarterback, Matt Mock. You go back a couple years ago, Matt Mock was a minor league baseball player, decided to play football, a great athlete who relied more on his feet and scrambling ability than his patience in the pocket. Well, last year, with the injury to his foot, kind of taught him patience in the pocket. And now he's become a really good pocket quarterback and sitting in there and letting the offense open up, and they can distribute the football now with the passing game. And that'll be the thing to watch today with Matt Mock. When Georgia comes after him, will he revert back to scrambling and trying to create things with his feet, or will he sit there and throw the football? That'll be something very big today for the LSU Tigers.
Exactly. This is not Western Illinois. He had a big game against them. I think running yards very tough to come by in this game.
Yep.
One of the guys Mock's going to have to get the ball to is Michael Clayton. Now, his ankle looks okay, but will it hold up? Will he play some safety? He's been known as a two-way guy. And what about the Bulldogs disruptor, David Pollock? We'll meet both those guys coming up in the show. Also, a full report on the Vols and Gators. Florida trying to rebound, beat Tennessee for a second straight time. Ron Zook running things differently in this game. Michigan, can they conquer the 1-2 punch of Oregon's quarterbacks out west? And Miami and BC, a bunch of great history in this rivalry, will today produce another classic.
He got it! Touchdown!
College Game Day, built by the Home Depot. You can do it. We can help. And in part by Singular, the wireless company that fits you best.
You got to keep the clicker handy tonight. Great action on ESPN and ESPN2. Arizona State, their first test against Iowa. That's on ESPN2 at 6 o'clock Eastern. And Miami-Boston College is the ESPN primetime game at 7:45. That has produced so many magic, thrilling, and stunning moments.
You're watching College Game Day, built by the Home Depot.
Deep inside Death Valley, the walls of that locker room begin to vibrate as game time approaches here to talk LSU and
ESPN College Game Day, brought to you by ESPN.com. To buy College Game Day hats, go to ESPN.com and use keyword search College Game Day hats. Also available at specialty retailers.
There's no doubt that the grilling title goes to the SEC, and I think Mike can cut me down here, kind of lead the world. You got your steaks, you got the big roast pig you saw earlier, the Couchon de lait. Ooh. By the way, this is the 26th SEC campus roadshow we've done. 18 Big 12, 18 in the Big 10. And speaking of the Big 10, it's been kind of a tough start this year. ESPN sending in NFL football. Good tussle in the AFC East. Bledsoe and the Bills visiting Ricky Williams and the Dolphins Sunday night, 8:30 Eastern time. Meanwhile, an injured Jet drops by now to deliver a message about the Mighty Mac Conference. Playing Roll That Tiger, the band in the house here at LSU. Now, these folks certainly believe they have one of the best home field advantages in college football. Tell us what you think. The Singular Championship Text Challenge poll. You could be on your way to the BCS. Log on to ESPN.com to vote. You know, none other than Paul Bryant said this is the worst place in the world for a visitor. Political analyst and Cajun James Carville. He's seen many opponents caught in the crossfire at Death Valley.
Anytime that you got 90,000 Cajuns out, you know, cooking in the parking lot and drinking beer and then getting in a football stadium, you're gonna have a ton of fun. And there's real passion. I mean, if you remember that they actually affected the seismograph when they scored against Auburn some years back. It was the intensity was so big, and now they've added more seats. I suspect this people telling me it's the hardest ticket they've ever had in Baton Rouge.
It's one of them. This is the seismograph here. This is proof that The earth did in fact shake. See right here against Auburn, it's scoreless all in here. Then Tommy Hudson does a touchdown pass, and the earth literally shakes. And LSU wins 7-6.
That's good stuff.
I was on the sidelines 1988. I promise you.